Hey friends, this is Carrie and welcome back to I Like Reddit channel. Today we have a variety of stories out of some different subreddits. Let's begin. Our first post is by Chicken-54. Of course I'll mind your kids and feed you all for nothing. Edit. My first award. Thank you. It occurred to me during a conversation with my husband last week it might fit here. We moved to a new home in a lovely area with a big garden this summer. We decided to throw a housewarming barbecue for friends and new neighbors we had gotten to know. The usual arrangements. Mass text sent saying welcome at hours from 2 p.m., food at 4 p.m. We will do soft drinks / salads / rolls / sausage, etc. Bring something to check on the barbecue and whatever booze you fancy. We invited about 30 people, including kids, and catered for basic food, a hot dog and hamburger each, and a couple of beers / soft drinks per head. It got complicated with vegetarians / vegans, but we're running 2 barbecues. All salads were labeled whether they were vegetarian / vegan friendly. All seems to be on track. Cast: ED, entitled Dad; EM, entitled Mom; HS1, 9-year-old Hellspawn; HS2, 8-year-old Hellspawn; HS3, 2-year-old Hellspawn. We're getting ready about 1 p.m. Our 7-year-old has sorted her outdoor toys and playhouse. Beers are chilling and food is sorted. HS1 and 2 appear at the front door, asking to come in. All is cool, as they said their entitled Dad and entitled Mom would be along shortly. 2 hours later, still no sign of the parents. We're now hosting 25 plus people and minding 2 extra kids and running 2 grills. Everyone has thrown something onto the barbecue and chucked some drinks into the bucket. It's going brilliantly apart from running interference constantly to stop Hellspawn 1 and 2 from climbing onto a dismantled trampoline and trashing our girls' toys. Entitled Dad finally strolls in clutching a 6-pack. I point him towards the ice bucket and he insists on using our fridge. I grab the salads and realize he has actually put an empty cider box in our fridge, and when I go outside he's happily tucking into the communal beers. Entitled Dad ignores his kids trashing everything in sight and starts mainlining a beer every 5 minutes and promptly gets very drunk. Food is being served, everyone is eating, when Entitled Mom appears with Hellspawn 3. She says she's popping to the shops for burgers. I tell her don't worry as the cooking is done. It's gone about 4:30 p.m. and the charcoal is too cold to cook anything more. She shoves Hellspawn 3 at me and says she still needs groceries and walks off. Entitled Mom never reappears. We spend what felt like a century preventing Hellspawn 3 from going headfirst into the cooling barbecues, and our lovely friends ended up intervening and escorting all 3 Hellspawns back home, while the others carried a very drunk Entitled Dad back home. The following morning, we realized that the Hellspawns destroyed various toys, including our outdoor tea set, cracked the cups and plates, apparently by standing on them, and made a fabulous paste from crisps and juice and rolls on the playhouse floor. Our gorgeous little girl didn't say anything on the day, as she didn't want to make a fuss. After they left, we had a ball with our fabulous friends and normal new neighbors, and decided to never invite them again. The end. On to the next story. This story is posted by Retail Hell. He was able to pay, he just didn't want to. So not a massive or impressive story, but one that filled me with disgust anyway. A guy came in to the registers with 3 small houseware items totaling $1.75. The guy's rummaging in his pockets and clatters down $1.50 in quarters, 2 dimes, and 4 pennies. Man, well, it looks like I only got $1.74. You can take that, right? He gives me a tiny smirk, automatically assuming that I could. Me, apologetically, no sir, I'm sorry, but I can't. His smirk dies. Man, well, do you have one of those coin trays? AKA give a penny, take a penny? Me, no sir, we don't have one of those. Man, why not? I explain. To sum it up, our money goes to a local no-kill animal shelter for surrendered pets and strays. We make money off items sold, and we have a little house-shaped bank to take dollar bills and a pair of big belly banks. one penguin, one begging dog, for coins which kids and even adults love. Any declined change goes straight into these banks as a direct donation. He then drops a dime onto the counter. Now, here's the thing. He didn't rummage in his pockets trying to scrounge up what he owed. He made no effort to look for more money. He literally had a dime in his palm the entire time. He was trying to get me to accept a penny less for what he was buying. I don't say the half a dozen smart-mouth things that flew through my head as I made the nickel and change for him. He retorts in what is clearly a direct order from his high and mightiness. Just keep the nickel and use it to spot someone else who is short. I can't believe you wouldn't take a freaking penny less. Me, in a poo-eating grin, calling out as he stomps out the door, "The homeless animals thank you for your donation, sir. I'm sure they appreciate you not stealing money from them." Maybe petty, maybe passive-aggressive, but I don't regret a word of it. Epilogue. I fed the penguin his nickel at the end of the night. Oddly enough, no one else had the gall to try and shortchange our charity. Anyway, on to the next story. This story is posted by Pixie Arrow, entitled "Couple Invades Our Bowling Lanes Before Our League Finishes." Hello everyone, first time poster in this sub. Hope you enjoy. Too long didn't read at the bottom. This happened last night and I figured it would make a good post. I bowl in a few leagues. My Friday night league is followed by Cosmic Bowling. If you don't know, Cosmic Bowling is when they turn off the lights and use black lights, strobes, disco lights, and loud music. The people who come and play during Cosmic Bowling are able to pay and also get their shoe rentals, but are not allowed in the pit area, our tables and lanes/approaches until all league teams are finished. I am the team captain, so it's my job to keep the score recap sheets. After we finish our 3 games, I was totaling the score on the sheet so I could turn it in. Because I was still doing that, my bowling balls were still on and under the ball return, and I still had my shoes on. It wasn't a big deal. There were 6 other teams still bowling. So while I was finishing up the recap sheet, a couple decided to invade our table. They looked like they were maybe young 20s. It was Rude Woman, RW, and her bully boyfriend, BB. This is the conversation that followed. BB: "Here, hun, there's a pink ball just for you." Me: my ears perked up at pink ball, and I look up to see him pointing at my ball, still in the return. Excuse me, what are you doing?" Rude Woman: "I'm just getting my ball so I can bowl." BB: "Yeah, you need to get your stuff off the table because it's ours." Me: "Well, first of all, we aren't finished yet, so you don't belong down here. Secondly, that's my ball." BB: "F off. I paid for us to be here now. You're finished, so you need to get lost. And since you're finished, we're gonna use this ball now." Rude Woman goes over and picks up my ball and promptly drops it. It is 15 pounds and heavy if you're not a strong bowler. "This ball doesn't fit me." She then threw it back at the ball return. Me, now really angry: "Look, you jerks, that ball was $189 plus drilling costs, and you are going to pay for it if you broke it. And I'm not going to tell you again. We are not done, so you need to get out of the pit." BB comes over to tower over me and look intimidating. "What are you going to do about it, you old cow?" Me, pushing the button for lane assistance: "I am taking my ball and I'm going to put them away, and I'm going to finish our recap while you are going to get away from here." Front desk, FD, answers the call button. Front desk, me: "Can you please send someone over to lane blank to help? I have 2 open bowlers harassing me." Front desk, "No problem." The front desk employee comes over and tells the couple that they can either leave the pit area and wait until Cosmic Bowling starts, or they can leave the bowling alley. If they continued the harassment, they would have the police officer escort them out. They paid a uniformed officer to be there on Friday and Saturday nights during Cosmic Bowling to keep idiots from getting too out of control. The couple continued to complain about how they already paid and that they should be able to start, but the employee held firm and they eventually walked away to the bar area. The employee also turned the lane back on for a few minutes so I could throw a few test shots with my ball to make sure it was okay. I bowled with it again in today's league and it seems fine, thank goodness. So I packed up and left. It wasn't super dramatic, but at least everything ended well. Thanks for reading. Too long didn't read. Couple thinks they can push league bowlers out before we are finished. On to the next story. This story is by Miss Chach88. Karen demands her price. Maybe this doesn't classify as revenge, but I think it's close enough. Years ago, I worked selling furniture. A horrible woman comes in. She's demanding, condescending, rude, and entitled. She finally found a piece she liked in our clearance section. The price was marked at $599. She demanded it for $550, and we pay all taxes on said item. Our sale was to pay taxes on said item, 6% where I live. She started yelling at me that I better find a manager to do my job. And she will get this price because she knows a lot of people that work here. Senior level management / owner, she claimed. My uncle owned the company. So I excused myself to go find my manager and see how much he wants to entertain Karen. We start looking up the item. The price tag on the item was old. The current price was down to $477. So guess who thought she won while paying $550? If she would have been even a slightly decent human being towards me, it would have saved her more money. The thing that would have really been funny is if you left the $477 price tag on it and all sales were final, so that she can't actually come back and demand to get the $477 versus the $550 that she paid. That would have been really, really funny. Anyway, on to our final story. Our final story is by Pickles McGee. Steal my laundry detergent? I hope you like the bleached clothes look. This happened when I was in college back in 2011. I lived in a 4-story dorm that was all guys, about 40 to 60 guys per floor. Each floor had one laundry room with 3 washers and 3 dryers, plus cubbies to store your laundry bag / soap while you were washing. A few months into the semester, I noticed my laundry detergent was disappearing faster than it should be. Not a huge deal, but mildly annoying. What made it a bigger deal was whoever was stealing my detergent would also take my clothes out of the washer and leave them on the floor so they could wash their clothes. This pushed me over the line. I would typically do a load while I went to class, not classes, so it made finding the perp tricky. Then a golden idea hit me. I went to Walmart and bought a new jug of laundry detergent, the same brand I always get, but I also bought extra strength bleach and poured half of the detergent from the new bottle into the old bottle and replaced it with extra strength bleach. The next day I did my laundry as usual, but left the new and improved detergent in the cubby instead of my regular stuff, and then I waited. After class, sure enough, my clothes were sitting in a pile on the floor, soaking wet, and the whole laundry room smelled of bleach. Just what I wanted. Fast forward to the next week. Every Monday night we had floor meetings, where we basically talked about rules and stuff as a floor. In walks the guy, we'll call him Bob, wearing a newly bleached hoodie and ruined jeans. Bob drops his pile of ruined clothes on the floor and starts spouting off about how someone owed him money for his ruined clothes. The whole floor bursts out laughing. Apparently, I wasn't the only person Bob was stealing soap from. He didn't get another sentence out of his mouth before the RA told him stealing detergent was still a crime, so it was his own damn fault. Enjoy your bleached clothes, Bob. Too long didn't read. Guy on my floor was stealing my detergent. I mixed it with bleach and ruined his clothes. Well, maybe Bob will think twice in the future about stealing other people's detergent. Probably not. That's all the stories I have for today. If you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell notification to let you know when I've uploaded new content. Head over to Reddit and drop a upvote for the OPs. Links to the original Reddit posts are in the description box below. Thank you for watching and have a great day.